Raider Nation was good. Was
What's
good.
happening? What's happening?
Qski, brother, you good? Or are you stuck? Uh-oh, Q's computer might be stuck.
Guess my wife in the background.
Hey,
Part of the
what's
show.
up, Sam? What's up, Sam? What's up to everyone who's in here early? Let's go, man. We ready to get it cracking, man. It's Suave in here. What's happening, my brother? Mika in here, my wife in here. You know, we here, we ready, man. It's season really start today. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. It's Raider season 24/7, 365. But the season really started today. Everyone showed up. Everyone, hey, knock on something and thank you, Lord, right now. Everyone's healthy. Because in every camp out there, not everyone is healthy, but everyone healthy in our camp right now. So
Right.
that's great. That's great, man. Uh,
Hey, do you know what? That's interesting that you say that, my guy. It's interesting that you say that. So today we got some treats, right? We had our leader, our head coach. He had his press conference today, right? So he talked a lot about different topics, a lot about the team, about his thoughts on different position groups, different things. So as we talking about D Menace, man, what's happening? As we talking about health, and everybody coming in healthy, obviously for us the major thing is going to be our leader on the team, right? The leader on the field, which is Max Crosby, right?
yes.
And where is he at with his development? You know what I mean? Where is he at with his rehab? Obviously, as far as we knew, everything was looking like it was supposed to, like it's supposed he's ahead of schedule. But coach actually spoke on it a little bit. So we're just going to listen to what coach had to say about Max real quick, and then we'll just talk about it on the other end.
As far as Max Crosby, for tomorrow, do you expect him to be a full participant, or is it going to be a situation you guys have to ease him in since he missed so much time in the spring?
He's gonna get all the reps tomorrow with the ones. He's ready to go. He's ready to practice. Again, as practice unfolds and we're watching our players, it's always a moving target. But as of right now, tomorrow's a pretty short work day, hour and 30 minutes. So we're expecting him to be ready to take all those reps.
And there you have it. You know what I mean? He's ready. You know what I mean? We expect him to go in and take all the reps with all the ones. And as far as we know, as far as everything is concerned, you know what I mean? It's go time. And we are nothing but excited about that, right? We
Nothing
know
but excited.
nothing excited about that. You feel me?
The first thing I think of when I hear that is thank you, Baltimore. Thank you.
Right?
And to whatever doctor you had said that he was no good. Thank you to him too, especially.
Hey, shout out to my neighbor Dom on the channel. What up, big dog? Hey, yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, that's what we want to hear. So along with Max, as we talking about health, there's a couple other players that had little injuries here and there. Obviously, we want Colton Miller to come in and be healthy. We want JPJ to make sure that he can stay healthy, things like that. But one of the biggest people that everybody is looking to see what his health is going to be like is our 4th round pick, Gerard McCoy, right? Who before his injury was slated to be a number 1 round pick, you know what I mean? A top pick in the 1st round too. Not just a 1st round pick, but slated to be a top pick in the 1st round. Obviously, he had his injury situation too. Well, coach had a little bit of something to say about him too. So let's see what coach had to say about McCoy.
Well, practice, we're putting guys in the right position to make plays on game day.
How did the team come back as far as health-wise? Is everyone good to go for tomorrow's practice?
We are. Everyone's going to be practicing tomorrow. Yep.
What is the plan along those lines? I guess what is the plan for Gerard McCoy in training camp and going forward?
Yeah, the plan is to get him reps early, see how he responds, in his recovery. It is a moving target with him. He's a guy that's worked extremely hard and has been dedicated to the program that we've put in front of him. But Jamad hasn't played football in a year, and we're aware of that. But he's ready to go practice tomorrow, and we're also going to be really smart with him and develop him the right way.
As far as
Okay.
I like it. I like it. One thing is, and we all, me and Q especially know this as older dudes. When you get hurt and you're younger, you know what I'm saying. You heal a little bit. You heal a little bit better and a little faster. You know what I'm saying. Uh,
Facts.
so hopefully the youngsters, his bones, his ligaments, his tendons, his whatever is all healed up right. And you know it's way easier to come back. I mean, you know, I'm sure we've all, you know, did something to our ankle or our knee when we were young where you back all right. I mean, I'm coming off MCL, ACL strain from the dog park, and I'm like 6 weeks in, and I'm finally starting to get back. But I mean, I'm just getting back walking right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference when you older, man. So hopefully the young cat's ready to go, and you got real serious first round talent there, and that's gonna help out in training camp the battle. Because there's positions, obviously the O line, the corners, the safeties. There's some real battles that we're gonna have going on here, and we're gonna want the best dude to win, but we're gonna want them to get pushed by young, hungry, and best talented player out there. You know, Q's favorite
Right.
thing, young and hungry, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Young and hungry. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yeah, I like what Coach had to say, man. I like, you know, I know some, you know, the knee issues, like Thor said, though. When you're younger, it's easy to recover from that. So I know they're gonna, you know, take their time and not overdo it. But it's good to see that he's in camp and ready to go.
Ready to go. They said they're gonna throw him out there, right? So coach said, hey, we're gonna throw him out there and see, you know what I mean, what he can handle, see what he got. But he's ready. He's ready enough for us to throw him out there. You know what I mean? So basically, at this time, if he goes and shows that, you know, he can hold up and he continues to make plays and, you know, and be the force that, you know, we know that he's capable of being, you know, the ceiling, then shit, the sky's the limit for McCoy, right? He may go out there and really solidify his spot as a starter if he really shows that he's that guy. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what he got for sure. And you know, but it's just happy that like you said, Thor, everybody's reporting, everybody's there, everybody's healthy. You know what I mean? So that just gives us a leg up automatically that we can just be able to gel in the building as a whole, right? Not missing no pieces.
Right. I mean, and we're gonna have a lot of battles. The O line, man, the O line. I mean, let's think about. We got Linderbaum, we got Colton Miller, and health right there is huge. He's healthy right now, so we need you to stay healthy, Colton, and hopefully, if he ain't having to do too much because you got more solid people in there with him, then he can stay healthy. He ain't trying to have to do too much.
Right.
But we got battles with JPJ and who else we got? What's Grant and these young
Grant
cats.
Blaze, you know, the Burford.
Burford, however, yeah. And I mean, you know, it's gonna be interesting to see, man. But all we know for sure is Linderbaum and Colton Miller. Outside of that, they all kind of battling to me.
But
You know,
100%. 100%. I would say JPJ is like, wouldn't say 100% starter. I would give JPJ like a 70% gonna start. You know what I mean? He's
definitely the favorite. Yes.
You know, I give him at least a good 70%, you know, for that right guard spot. But again, it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. And actually, if we want to talk about it, let's get into it because that's another area that the coach touched on. You know what I mean? In his presser, talking about the battle on the interior line. So let's just hear a little bit what he's talking about for the interior line.
Your coaching style, you embrace the grind. You like that. How much are you looking forward to watching that battle for those two guard spots?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we don't get to even put pads on, I think, till the, you know, sixth practice. So we got a lot of work to do before then. But, you know, we have a lot of talented players at that position. You know, they'll make the decision for us. So we're going to coach them up, and we also know that whoever's starting week 1 doesn't mean that's the starter in week 17. So we're always developing and getting guys better throughout the entire training camp and throughout the whole season.
What are you looking for?
So
Yeah.
So right there though, as he got into that, you heard that the media guy, I forget who that was, he was getting ready to ask another question, like, well, like, what are you looking for in those people? Like, how they're going to tell you, like, how are you going to know who's going to be the guy? So he did actually continue on a little bit more about what he's actually going to be looking for and expecting out of that. So give you just a little more insight on that battle.
We're going to coach them up, and we also know that whoever's starting week 1 doesn't mean that's the starter in week 17. So we're always developing and getting guys better throughout the entire training camp and throughout the whole season.
What are you looking for at those spots? How will they make that decision for you?
Just looking for consistency, looking for guys that are great teammates, that are obviously solid in pass protection, excellent in the run game, and guys that just help make the team better. You know, the best athlete isn't the one that's going to win the job. It's the guy that plays the best with the other 5 around him. And then, you know, offensive line wise, unless you're playing tackle, you better be able to play multiple spots. So having versatile guys is very important.
Definitely. You know, I think back. I want to say
Shout out to my wife.
Yes, Sam, what's happening? But I want to say that this is the in recent memory, the not this one right now. We'll see what happens. The one I remember was the year that to me kind of ended Derek Carr as being when he got hurt. But that year our offensive line was off the hook. They were all together. They played great. And God, I don't know why, you know I'm old, but I forget his name. But the only sack he gave up all year was in that last game. It broke Derek Carr's leg, but
that's what we talking like. So when people be like, you know, Donald Penn. Donald Penn. We had Donald Penn. We had Rodney Hudson. We had Kalichi Osemele. We had Gabe Jackson. We had motherfucking who was the other Penn, Jackson, Osemele, Hudson. Who was the other lineman?
God.
Dang.
Yeah, I just can't.
God dang.
Right now, bro.
They were top 3 O-line when they were together, bro. They were a top 3 O-line.
Yeah.
And so that'll tell you right there how trash the quarterback play was, because the team will tell you, football will tell you, if you got a dope O-line, that will make your quarterback look even better. If you got an O-line that can protect them and give them time, your quarterback should be able to do something with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we were able to do what we did with what we had. But I know that when he got hurt,
if the psyche changed in him. If he doesn't get hurt there, we're gonna win that last game. Or we had like 2 shots to win. We got into the playoffs, but we had 2 shots or whatever. We had a shot to win, and we needed a team to lose. But we had 1 shot to win, which we won. And we would have had a bye week. We would have had you know what I'm saying? It changes everything. We wouldn't have had to go to Houston. People would have had to come to Oakland. It changed everything. And then mentally, he was just so lost. I don't want to get into that right now. We're talking about this year. I was just thinking about we need an offensive line that's really great like that. We need a top 5, top whatever offensive line. We got to give the quarterback has to have time. And so, you know me, I want Fernando to start. I know some people don't, but I'm also okay with him sitting for a couple games. But part of that is the O-line has to be right, because if he's running for his life, he might get shell-shocked early, and we don't want that. We definitely – but if the O-line comes out, it should be just out there.
Austin Howard. Austin Howard. Thank you.
Thank you, Suave. Thank you, baby. But if
Man, but I like
if the O line is right, man, that's extra for me to get Fernando in there. So we'll have to they'll have to make that assessment. We're not going to be able to make that assessment.
But just as far as what the coach was saying about the offensive line, the starters will show who they are. I think that's dope. I think even with last year, a lot of people got a lot of playing time and got a lot of experience. Now you get a better coaching staff in there, a better O-line coach, as GQ always talks about. Shit is huge.
Huge.
And then competition bust pipes, and they still went out and got a big free agent. They still drafted people. They had a couple third-round picks last year that they need to develop. So I like the way where the offensive line is going, big time.
And yes, and then Trey Zoon this year, who's 6'7", like 320 or something. Yes, you're right.
And you can't, and like you said, you can't count out Rodgers and Grant, right? Our 2 third-round picks. Right. They're still in the mix, right? They're still in the mix. Right. So like competition is iron sharpens iron. So I love it too. I love that we have, a lot of like Coach said, we got a lot of talent, at those positions. And hopefully for us, the upside of the young guys continue to show their upside, continue to develop and grow. Right.
The one thing I like that he says, and he says it a lot, is develop. That's what you have to do with your draft picks. You have to develop them. Some people, it's their second year on the team, first year in the system. But when you get good coaches develop young talent.
Yes.
Yeah,
there was no development last year, Q. None.
It was rough.
Hey, and I like that, like to your point, I like that he said that about McCoy. We have a plan in place for him. Like, I love that they actually have a plan in place to develop him the right way, because that's exactly what he said. We are going to develop him, you know what I mean, the right way. And I love that. That means that they actually have an interest.
Yeah.
So Suave said about our Meredith wasn't bad a couple of years ago because he was at guard. The coaching staff last came here and just did some dumb shit. But he was a decent, solid guard. Yeah. So let's build on that.
Right.
But
center.
But I will say this about Meredith. This is where his value lies. You heard the coach says, unless you are a tackle, you are going to need to be versatile on this O-line, nigga. You're going to have to be able to play center, left guard, right guard, wherever we might need to throw you in there. You're going to need to be able to be versatile, and that's where Meredith has his value, because he is a versatile interior lineman. Although he is better at guard than he is center, he can play center. But with who we got on the roster, do I think he's going to be the backup center now? Probably not. But again, that is where his value lies. Is he has played extensive snaps at right guard, left guard, at center. You know what I mean? Clearly, he started for us at center. So, but I like that again. If you look at not just the linemen, because he talks about the linemen, but even the other position groups, the safeties, the linebackers, even the defensive linemen, right? People that can play down DN or stand up outside backer or whatever the case. It's a lot of people on our squad with versatility. They're putting a stake on people being able to mold and shift. You might be up here looking like you're playing this, but then you can actually come and switch over to this seamlessly while the other person switch over to your shit seamlessly, because you guys are comfortable being able to be versatile and being anywhere. That's going to make the team more dynamic. I promise.
Oh, for sure. I think that makes the team more dynamic in every area too. Like, you need dudes who could play all over, whether it's offensive, obviously offensive lineman, you're either guard or tack, whatever, right, left. You got to be able to be versatile enough to move around, either interior, if you're outerior, if you're outer, whatever, tackle, then that's probably where you're going to stay, because that's hard to deal with, I would say. But even on defense, whether it's corner to safety to linebacker, especially the way we're going to be running, I feel like that we need that. We need linebackers that can cover, because we know for how many years have we been getting killed over the middle. So we need linebackers who can cover. We need linebackers who damn near can be corners almost. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily, but like, you know, in that kind of sense. But versatility is just to me the biggest thing we need of anything.
Well,
and that comes with depth and competition. So
although we need versatility, I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and slide this in real quick. There's an individual that if we actually make this happen, fuck that he's not versatile. He is one of the best at doing what he does. So as we're talking about being versatile, obviously, if you haven't heard, we know the rumors are out there that we are in talks possibly to be able to bring in Vita Vea from Tampa Bay. Bro, if we bring in Vita at D tackle, man, that'll be such a dub for us, man. That'll be able to fill that interior defensive line void. You know, Vita, he's a beast, bro. He'll be able to eat some shit up on the inside, and that'll just make life so much easier for Max and everybody else. Oh my gosh. If Spy can make that happen, obviously he's, you know, connections to Tampa Bay, man. Hey, let's make it happen, Raiders. Yeah.
Hey, man, we always hoping, bro. I'm not holding my breath, though. I'm not. I really hope. I really do. I really hope we can. But I'm not getting too. I'm not getting too high hoping we're gonna get them, because I don't know.
I'm hoping that we get them. Now I'm not gonna.
I know everyone's fired up for that, and I'm just like, yeah, I hope so. I mean,
it's possible, Thor.
Raider Ready Fresh. Of course, we all want to bring him in. We all
do. No, but look, and he said he wants to play for us. You know what I mean?
Real quick, I'm gonna go get another beer. Y'all hold it down for a quick second.
Go ahead.
Take shots and drink with us, Raider Nation Drinking Club. I'll be right back.
Yeah, matter of fact, this is a good time to take that shot. When we say take that shot, man, that means go ahead and take that shot or take that drink, whatever you're gonna do. But also hit that like button, man. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Bing! You know what I mean? Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? So you can bring them in.
I mean, your point, man, you can't ever have enough good players, man. You know, Vita's a good player. I mean, depending on the compensation, the type of contract he wants, all that factors in. But you can't ever have enough good players. And he's definitely a game changer, a block eater, and will be huge on any defense.
And we did bring in Benito Jones, right? Who right now, if outside of Vita, Benito would be that starting nose. You know what I mean? He would be the guy, but you know, Vita is way better than Benito. But until that happens, Benito will be the guy, right? He will be or at least he will have the first opportunity, especially what we paid him, to come in and fill that role. But if they're able to bring in Vita, then that gives opportunity to maybe even move on from Benito. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I had to slide in there to talk about that real quick, because you know that's just a little hot topic right now. That's a little on the block, you know, just to see if it happened, it happened. If it don't, obviously we gonna rock with what we got. You know what I mean? And obviously the coaching staff is gonna be able to build the squad how they want to build it. But with Robbie, you know, in his first year, obviously in his first year of being a defensive coordinator. Hey, man, get him everything possible around him to be able to build the best defense so he can do his best. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Please do.
Yeah, I like all the moves, man. I think they're setting up setting up the O-line coach. They're setting up the D coordinator, man. They brought in a lot of players, a lot of young talent, smartly also, not just overpaid for some 32-year-olds, you know. No disrespect. A couple of years ago, we got Chandler Jones. I hated it. He was like 31, 32. You know, 3 years, $51 million was way too much, and it ended up showing. But y'all know me, young and hungry, man. So young, hungry, willing to learn, and trying to get to the paper.
You know what I mean? And like you said, with the contracts, obviously, just to reiterate on that, the contracts even that he made with the people that we have, the younger players got good, solid 2-year, 3-year contracts. The older players got 1 year, 2-year contracts that could turn into 1-year contracts. You feel me? We can get rid of people and cut bait if we need to. If they it's the way he did shit was masterful. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's this amount, but it really can be this amount. You know what I mean? If we really just cut this nigga after this year, boom, it's good. We can move on. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of contracts they did that way.
It does. Like what you just said there. It seems like what we're doing is just so much smarter. Like money management, just game management, player development, all that just seems smarter. It seems like you're trying to get younger and you're trying to save money or spend money the right way. Like don't say that the money's out there for you to spend, right? Like you spend this much money, you got this much money to spend, go spend it. So, but don't just spend it on bullshit. Do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? We all spent money on bullshit way too many times in our life, and the Raiders have done that way more than anyone in the world, damn near. But now it seems like they finally are starting to get it together where they're like, all right, we got to stop buying this old beat up bucket that's running on 2 wheels and it's about to fall apart and shit. And we're gonna get a nice new whip that's ready to go and 100%. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, man. We need more of that.
And I like the way Spy Tech has been moving, man. Like you said, I hated to see a couple guys go last year. The safety that went to Carolina, the slot dude, Morig, the slot dude who got paid by Green Bay.
But they
I didn't want to pay that. Yeah, they got paid hella money, and more power to them.
Yeah.
But I'm saying more power to them. But what I'm saying, I'm just glad I like those guys. But I'm just glad we didn't pay him that. You know, you get last year you get Jeremy Chin in on a really good 2 or 3 year deal. Eric Stokes, love those contracts. Not overpaid, but and it's the second year in the Spy Tech regime. And he did it again this year with your Quay Walkers and your Nakobe Deans. These guys are in their 20s, bro. They're 25 or something. Right. And it's 2-year contracts, not overpaid.
Hey, but look at the value. Just to real quick to piggyback on you. Look at the value that they got out of Stokes. He was able to earn another contract. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to play within that contract and do well enough to be like, okay, we're gonna keep this cat around. So he was able to earn a little bit more change. And now we got another solid starting corner, right? Is he the best corner? No, but he's a very solid starting corner. You know what I'm saying? To build off of
$25 million a year or nothing. $17 million a year, nothing like that.
And hopefully that's what other cats do too, right? With the contracts that we gave them, hopefully they outplay their contract and earn some more money. You know what I'm saying?
And part of the selling point got to be too that you're in Vegas with the no state tax, so that contract is equivalent to a lot bigger contract in some other state. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely worth more for sure. Good point.
That's a great point.
And then there's still 2-3 year contracts. So if they don't come in and they don't play great, it's not like you lost hella stuff with them. After a year or two, they're off the books. So it's not like you're paying these dudes 6 years down the road, 20-something million a year. Now, I just like where Spy Tech is headed. I like how he did last year. And it's just continuing on to this year.
Like we was doing with our coaches, where we paying like 5 coaches for the last few years.
Bro. we still probably paying about 5 coaches, man. We still probably paying Gruden and McDuffie, whatever dude name was, man. Like, wow.
So there's something on my mind, man. As I was watching the press conference, the coach was talking. Somebody asked him a question, and one of his responses, it was kind of interesting. So, and I'm gonna set it up like this. We know typically when an individual is set to be a major special teams contributor, that means they're probably not starting anywhere else. You know what I mean? They're probably not going to be starting anywhere else if their expectation is to be a major special teams contributor. You know what I mean?
Normally, right.
Normally, right? Normally, right? So he was asked about Jack Bech and Dante Thornton, their development, and and what he sees out of them. And so I'll just let you hear what he said, and we'll talk about it when we come back.
Hoping to see out of Jack Bech and Dante Thornton when training camp starts.
Yeah, just see him compete. There's a lot of competition in that receiver room. So let's just go play ball and may the best man win. Also knowing that those guys got to be able to play special teams for us and play them at a high level. So just like we talked about with the line, whoever's starting and getting more reps in week 1, it's a long season and everyone's going to play. So we just need those guys to compete and make sure that they're available for all these practices so they can keep getting better.
Hey, but when you're young, you're supposed to be honestly, I want to say Tim Brown up there with my favorite Raider. He's up there. Him, there's a couple, but Tim Brown up there. He may be my favorite Raider all the time, right? There's a few of them, but Timmy at first was a return dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Is Jack Bech or Dante Thornton going to be the returners?
Well, if they ain't that receiver that they need to be, but
right,
they can do that. Hey, there's more versatility for you, and maybe that helps them stay in the league to hone their craft and get better.
Especially Jack Bech, though. It's interesting to hear that, and again, he didn't say that they wasn't going to be doing anything. I'm just trying to interpret, and read between the lines. I'm just like especially somebody like Jack Bech, if we were potentially in this talks that he was potentially going to be a number 1 threat, you know what I mean, or at least break out this year. And obviously Bowers is a number 1 receiver, number 1 threat, but that Bech was going to kind of be that guy, right? The number 1 receiving threat and having that larger role in the offense. But that doesn't sound exactly like that's going to be the case. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? It don't sound exactly like that's the case because he's talking about them keep getting better and building and developing, and you know what I mean? So if he still needs them to develop and build and, get better and saying that potentially that, I don't know if he's meaning they're going to be the ones at the end of the year, then starting after they've done developed and got, you know what I mean, whatever they need to get, and they'll be moving in with whoever's starting week 1, which will probably be Jalen Naylor, you know what I mean, and Trey Tucker.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it'll be Trey Tucker. It sounds like Trey Tucker, Jalen Naylor are for sure going to be in there with Bowers. You know what I mean?
Now I'm gonna say this too, Piku. You are totally right. That doesn't sound convincing like they were coming along like he would like them to. But you haven't put on pads yet. You play football. You know how this go. Sometimes you don't look as good in shorts and without. But when you can put you can put your helmet in somebody's chest and knock their ass off the ball and catch contested shots with pads on. But right now, no, I feel you. That didn't sound. That wasn't a gleaming review of them.
No, actually. Without pads, it's going. That's for sure when football starts. When the pads start talking. Yeah, I mean that's for sure when football starts. But it's just interesting to hear the coach talk about it in that manner. I don't know. He didn't say that they wasn't going to be playing, but that was pretty particular. Suave. I didn't hear anything on Miles, and I seen up to date like everybody that they brought in, and I really didn't mean to talk about no free agents or nothing today, but I've seen the people that they signed, and they have not signed Miles Sanders, so that's for sure. So he's still whatever in limbo or whatever.
I mean, is so okay if Miles Sanders is there, right? And you bring him in, is he more or less a camp body just to, you know what I'm saying? Because
I would think a Miles Sanders. I think with Genty in the second year and with Washington being a rookie, I think you could have a nice Miles Sanders could be a good veteran presence in the locker room, a third down back. I'm not sure who their running back is. Y'all know I'm not saying.
But then it's mentor, absolutely mentor. But then remember, you got not that they're gonna play every young guy, but you got what's your boy Roman Hemby back there too.
Back there,
I mean,
and this is the thing with young guys. Y'all know this. Sometimes you can run the hell out of the ball, but you can't pick up the blitz. You'll get your quarterback killed. So that shit is important. That'll keep you out of there on third down. That'll keep you out of there on passing downs. So, I'm not saying those guys can't block or can't read the blitz, but stuff like that is very important.
Yeah, Snapple facts.
So when you got a first year, two rookies, and then Genty, your second year guy, I mean,
you kind of want
you need a veteran presence in that room like last year where we had Mostert.
I think the most veteran in the room is Lobby. If he's still there,
tap me out. Tap me out.
Lobby makes the squad, bro.
Hey man, 5 carries, 3 fumbles, bro. I don't know. 5 touches, 3 fumbles, man. Tap me out.
But talking about special teams threats, though, he was very high level on special teams. I wouldn't mind him being a special teams player. He was high level. He was a good gunner, and then he make tackles. He was always downfield. He really was a good talent at special teams, and sucks that he's a running back because he's a special teamer. That's what he is in the NFL. Yeah. He's a special teamer. You know what I mean?
Nice on special teams. I give you that for sure. He get out there and make a hit, all that stuff. He just can't take one.
But no, Thor, to answer your question, I do not think he makes the roster. No. I don't. I think it's going to be other guys. Like you said, it's going to be apparently higher level guys playing special teams. So you're going to have your Jack Beshes of the world and whoever's, you know what I mean, fulfilling those roles.
And then another thing too, man, and it could be coach talks about development all the time, man. It could be something also to get under their skin. Like, okay, you finna let Malik Benson and whoever else come out here and take your spot because you're not doing what I need you to do, And those guys are second and fourth round picks last year, so they're young and hungry. So hopefully they'll step up, put the extra time in, and get better.
And they better because I could easily see that, bro. I could easily see for sure Tucker and I can easily see Tucker and why am I forgetting about your boy Jalen Naylor? Tucker and Jalen Naylor, and then Benson being that third guy with. I could easily see that.
Right. Then you mix in the other tight end, yeah, for sure. So Cat's got to step up, man. I like it though. Competition, and Trey Tucker's a dog, man.
Yeah,
I like Tucker.
Yeah, I like.
He get out there and block as a wide receiver. Not a big dude. He get out there and be blocking 15 yards downfield.
Man,
your run game to take it to the next level. Your wide receivers need to block.
And downfield, man.
Hey,
especially if the O line is getting good blocking, and Genty's taking off, you really need them receivers to be blocking downfield, bro. That's when Genty gonna be breaking 60 and 80 yarders and shit, man.
Hey, you can't coach hard, man. That's what Tucker got. Tucker got hard, bro. He got coached. He got that. what's my boy Meek Robertson? He got that Meek
Yeah.
Robertson in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got that dog in him. You feel
Hey,
me?
dude, they can't coach you into being a dog.
Yeah.
Either you got that shit or you don't.
Or you don't. Yeah, B. It's in me. It's in me. It ain't on me. You feel me?
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, that's crazy. But yeah, they got to do something, man. Bro, like I'm just thinking about Thornton, bro. Like, and again, I understand his development where he came from. He was a raw player, right? When he came, wasn't playing receiver, very long and all that type of shit like that, or not playing receiver, but what he was doing, what was required of him, all that type of stuff, right? But man, 6'5", freaking 200 some pounds, whatever, running a 4.3 or 190 pound, whatever he weighs, 6'5", running a 4.3 40, man. If you can be able to craft that,
Yes.
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, into like, man, bro, that's his prototype, bro. That's like we got the Brandy Moss, the whoever, like he's right there, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But he just got to be able to develop because, again, there's certain shit you can't coach, and you can't coach 6'5". You can't coach it. You know what I'm saying? But you can coach, his routes. You know what I mean? His routes can be coached.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Let's get that shit together.
Mm-hmm. Get it together.
Yeah, I like it, man. I think last year his route running wasn't the best, and his fighting the DB for the ball wasn't the best either. So it's some stuff he definitely got to work on, and they got to work on with him.
Coach him up.
Yep, exactly. That's why he keeps talking about development.
Develop, yes, develop. Yeah. Coach his ass up, man, because he got what you can't coach. So now you got to coach him. Let's go, man. I love Dante Thornton just because of the size and speed. But he got to get coached up, man. Because this is a different league. Everyone out there is fast, and everyone is strong. Everyone is the best athlete at their college. So get him together, man. Get him together, because I don't care how good of a DB or a corner you are at probably 6'1", 6'2". Dante Thornton 6'5", man. Them 3 inches is huge, man. You got to jump. You got a high point balls.
High point.
Get out there and take that shit, bro. Go get that shit, man. I mean, I want that fool to be Calvin Johnson, bro. I want him going up there just snatching balls, man. Period, man.
And I think, like GQ said, when we drafted him, he was raw. And I like that we're drafting those type of players in the 4th round and not the first. Like your Thorntons, your McCoys, people with upside. McCoy's was about an injury, but we was passing people with heart attacks like as the number 3 pick overall not too long ago, man. So I just like where Spy Tech is headed, and you got to keep developing these dudes like the coach keeps saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we got all the talent in the world, man. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so as Thor was talking about earlier about basically what he wants as Mendoza being able to come in and play, as a lot of Raider fans do as well. They want to see Mendoza, be able to grasp it fast, adapt and be able to get out there and play, early, week 1, you know what I mean? Which, hey, if he gets the shit and he has it and they running it and it's going, all power to it, you know what I mean? I'm for sure gonna have his back. I am one of the ones that definitely want him to sit back and watch the game a little bit and develop. But hey, whatever is best for us getting that dub, so be it. You know what I mean? I'm with the win. But Coach did talk about what he felt Kirk's value was to the team, and we know kind of who Kirk Cousins is, you know what I mean? But Does it matter that he's coming back to an offense that he's familiar with? Does it matter that he's coming into an offensive line that's getting revamped and, going to offer more protection? Does it matter that he has Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers and Jalen Naylor and Trey Tucker? You know what I mean? Does it matter? You know what I mean? That he has that comfort. But Coach talked a little bit about what he felt Kirk's value was, and let's just hear what he's had to say, and we'll come back.
Being able to watch a veteran quarterback and learn through osmosis, how valuable has Kirk Cousins been so far for Fernando early on?
Yeah, I mean, I would say his value as a player on our team is the most important thing. His leadership, his veteran presence, the way that he played in the spring was excellent. So we brought him here to play really good football, and obviously the mentorship that's a byproduct of that. That's the kind of guy that Kirk is, but Kirk knows, and Fernando knows, and Aiden knows, and Jacob knows that they're here to play great football, and that's our job as coaches to get them ready for the other stuff.
What are you hoping to see?
Right, 100%, 100%.
Let me say this: you got this rookie, you drafted number 1 overall. I don't know. He wasn't a top recruit. He came out and then went to Cal. Love Cal. He red-shirted. Then when he got to play, he played solid for his couple years. Then he transferred to Indiana. Good system, won it all, Heisman Trophy, all that. If Kirk Cousins can't beat out this rookie in the spring, man, I mean, and he's not the veteran we thought he was. We know what Kirk Cousins is about, though. But you have to block for him. You have to have a good running game. But he knows how to get the people the ball. I think we've all heard that he's out in practice talking shit, big time leadership, telling people where to be. Like GQ, you said he's been in this type of offense before, so he's more familiar. So I think out the gate, I think it's great that Fernando learned under a veteran quarterback early. Now, if he deserves the right to play, come later in the season, or Kirk gets hurt or whatever, I'm all for it. And I think it's nothing but an advantage. He's never played NFL football. Not everybody can come in off week 1 and just start.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know how to talk to the team properly. You're 21, 22, 23 years old. You got 37-year-olds in the fucking
hey,
bro.
Hey, out there like Henry Rowan-Gardner and shit.
Bro, you got you're young and you looking at this grown ass man with a beard and 7 kids, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just not rush him. And I like that they brought in a veteran. Now, if it was just him and AOC, it'd be different. But I like that they're, once again, the D word, development. It doesn't have to be done. Rome wasn't built in a day. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. I like where he said, and I like where they're headed.
Bro, they ain't all Phillip Rivers. They don't all got 10 kids, Q.
But this is your first time, man. This is your first time playing out of your age group.
Yeah, for sure. Because you playing with everyone in your age group in college. They all the same age group. For sure. Because we different when we all bro, from 21 to 25, you're a whole different person than you are from 25 to 35, bro. Like a whole different person, man. Fernando seems so mature though. That be kind of confusing me sometimes. Like, why you seem so old, bro?
Right.
You seem
like he got an old soul, man, and he's really smart, and he is not going to be. He's going to give everything he got. That's what I really like about him.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to interview, and he's going to give everything he got.
Oh, man.
I love that.
And everybody said that about him, right? Everybody in the building said that about him, that he's all ball, right? It's not a mistake, right? Or it's not a fluke. Like, everybody is saying the same thing about him. He's all business, he's all ball. You know what I mean? And he's just being a sponge, right? He's absorbing everything. He's asking questions, right? He's inquisitive, right? He's seeking knowledge, right? He's seeking information so that he can have, you know, everything available to him. So that's, you know, you can already see the type of person that he is, right? So it's incredible to to feel like we, you know, we have that type of individual in the building. And not that we haven't had other decent quarterbacks, but it's good to have a student, you know, a student of the game as such. You know what I mean?
Right.
In
And
there.
another big thing for me is that, you know, this isn't like Kirk. As far as Kirk goes, this isn't Atlanta where they paid you all this money and then went out and drafted somebody in the top 10. They gave you $100 million guaranteed or something, and then they drafted a dude in the top 10 that you didn't even know they were going to draft. You knew we were going to draft this kid, and you came here anyway with a, you know, an incentive-laden contract. And I just think that he knows this is one of his final shots. And also, you were brought in to mentor the kid, or at least show him the way.
Right.
So that's why I think it's, you know, headed in the right direction.
Hey, and you know what? I don't want to talk crap about Kirk because Kirk got heart at least. At least Kirk got heart. So I hope Kirk Cousins shows that kid a little bit. Like, I'd like to see Fernando get a little bit loose. I don't know if y'all seen there's like some meme or whatever you call that shit with Fernando and like some goth girl or something. But I would love to see Fernando, because I know Suave mentioned he don't have a girlfriend. I seen that little thing today, I think, the little meme with him and this goth girl. Obviously, it was a joke and whatever, but I would love to see that fool get a little bit loose, just a little bit loose, and get a little bit, just a little bit, show a little bit of your young side and your I'm still fun and all that kind of. And I'm a little bit of a Raider. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see that. And I think Kurt might even give him a little bit of that with his old ass. You know, us old dudes don't care. We get down and act a fool.
I know that's true. I think Mendoza is a religious guy, if I'm not mistaken. But no. But you know, we see that he does have a sense of humor, right? Him and Brock came out, did the little Step Brothers join for the schedule reveal, so he knows how to have fun. You know what I mean? He knows how to act the part. Because I thought that was hilarious. You know what I mean? Myself as a Will Ferrell fan. So he does definitely have a sense of humor for him to be you know what, I'll go ahead and, you know, do the little stepbrother bit with Brock. But yeah, I think, you know, with Kirk being there, being familiar with the offense, like if they're saying that Mendoza is an individual that is a sponge of the game and can just sit and absorb, then it's great that he has a veteran that is already familiar with the offense and or you know what I mean, the philosophy, that he can sit back and watch him even and just absorb, you know what I mean, what he's doing, how he's running, you know what I mean, and how he sees the game, you know what I mean. So it's gonna be a dope situation, right? And then also you got AOC right there pushing too, right? Obviously, you know, he could get traded, he could not, whatever. But as he's there and playing and learning and gaining knowledge, he's attempting to fight for playing time too. So you know what I mean. You got him there trying to get his bars up. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, the competition is gonna make it where they all trying to earn some shit. So I love it. I mean, there's so many different ways. If they all play decent, if they all play good, that only helps us out in case, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we keep a third quarterback, whatever, and then we got trade bait later if we have to. You know, whatever we have to do was best for the team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe AOC shines and we're like, oh God, we really don't need Kurt around that much. Maybe week 6 we trade Kurt, and we're like, all right, Fernando's in, and we got AOC as a solid backup, and we can get a good piece for a team that has like a quarter. Because it's the NFL. People are going to get hurt. Someone is going to probably need a quarterback in a little bit.
Once a 10, man. Competition bust pipes, man. Competition
Yeah.
makes everybody stronger, makes everybody better. Let's keep it AOC, man. We feel how we feel about him, but he's fighting for his NFL life. He's fighting for his career. You know what I mean? He's at that point. It's about his 4th year.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be 3rd string. Your second right this second, maybe, but you're probably gonna be 3rd string. I mean, you're fighting for your NFL life.
If anything, like you said, he's fighting for his value for another team. You know what I mean? You feel me? That's at the very least. You know what I mean? He's fighting for his value on another team. You know what I mean? Because obviously, we know Mendoza is going to be the future of the team. So it's not going to be AOC. We know that. It's a fact. Not going to be him. So does he want to just settle and potentially be Mendoza's backup for forever? You know what I mean? Let's say Cousins does go, and then we keep AOC on, and he's just the backup, right? Do you want that, bro, or do you want to get out there and potentially try to fight for a starting job somewhere else? So I definitely feel like the same way. He's fighting for his career.
Mm-hmm.
And that's life in the NFL, man. When you get your shot, no matter who the coach is, no matter what's going on, you got to do something. Time and chance. It's life ain't fair.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You in the motherfucking NFL, bro. You're getting paid good. But a lot of us would like to get paid. I don't feel sorry for you. There's been some tough situations. We Raider fans, bro. We know tough situations. We know everything wasn't ideal for AOC, but when it's time, it's time.
Yeah. For sure.
It's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of time, it's time, man. I'm sad that we had to let go of Lucky Tassi, man. Man, shout out to our guy Lucky Tassi, man. But we knew what it was with that. They decided to move on from him, but yeah, he was just a good favorite. Just the thought of, again, he's like Thornton to me. Like, obviously he's coming from rugby, and you know what I mean, and didn't know the game really like that. But man, the guy that's that big, that strong, and that fast, bro, that athletic, man, is just crazy. Hopefully he goes somewhere and is able to develop, you know what I mean, have a successful career, potentially. Because, man, I know if he could develop and grasp the game, bro, just with his intangibles, bro, oh my gosh, bro, he would be a monster.
Yeah.
Monster.
Yeah. For sure,
Hey,
man.
Suave, I was thinking about the practice squad too, but shit, they got 90 people on the team.
Man, and all the people that we drafted, you know what I mean? Even the undrafted guys we brought in, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, just this past couple weeks, we done brought in like a good handful of free agents, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot of competition out there, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good competition, man.
When Spytech is in his 2nd year, trying to rebound off that year 1, trying to develop these players. You got the new coach in, he trying to fucking win. Shit,
right?
I mean, it's been nice, but we wasn't 12-5 last year, and nothing in the playoffs, and got just time to wait on somebody. We need motherfuckers that's gonna be active and get involved yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Man, bro, I feel like this is a really good show, man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to call it a night pretty quick here. So, man, I feel like, man, I'm fired up though. I'm ready. I can't wait to see what's going on in camp. It's really, really, really starting right now. Is going down, man. And everyone stay healthy. And let's
in Vegas.
We finna be coming on more and more, doing it more steady and shit, man. And love all y'all for coming in here, and tell your peoples too, man. Tell your peoples, man. And Suave wants to know when the next show is, man. As of right now, it'll be next week, but you never know. We might hop on in a couple days again. You know what I'm saying? We might
Might,
hop in a couple
might
days.
come with we might come with a peekaboo show. You never know. We might
You know
come
what I'm
with.
saying? So we'll put it out there. I'll have it up on Facebook, letting people know if we coming on. But again, tell your peoples, man, come fuck with the Raider Nation Drinking Club, man. Come drink with us. Come kick it with
Nothing
us.
like football season.
Nothing like it, bro. Nothing
Hey,
like it, bro.
and if you're in Vegas, training camp is coming up. Come to camp. If you can make it a day, 2 days, 3 days, get them tickets. It's free. It's free.
Whatever you could do, man.
Hey.
You know they have the thing I just seen on the news actually, the 11th, which is right before the Tuesday before the preseason game on Thursday. They got some little thing at Allegiant Stadium. It's $5. $5.
$5.
I went last year. It was a blast, man. It was a blast.
Pull up. Support. Come out there. Show the team what's up. You know what I mean? Like, come out there. Pull up.
Here and you ain't coming out to Vegas for practice or whatever, but you finna come out here for some games. Holler at us, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? Holler at us on here or holler at us on Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Let us know, man, and we easy to find. We finna be in the tailgate doing what we do. You see our pre thing. We in the tailgate. We out there. We active out there, man, for real. So and we in events. We all over the place, man. Come drink with us, kick it with us, talk football with us, initiate all that good shit, man. Whatever y'all got, closing words or whatever you got, man.
Yeah, I believe it to Q, man. I'm good. Nation or nothing. You already know.
Man, I'm gonna echo those sentiments. Nation or nothing, all day. You know it.
All day. Raider Nation, man. We love y'all, man. We getting up out of here. Yay!
Come back, Nation.